Hello, and welcome back. Today is the new moon in Aries, self-made secret code name readings. I am super excited today. This is a big new moon in Aries. The self-made themed secret code names are going to address what the overall theme of the healing involves, what is the current behavior, how the current behavior needs to adjust, and some advice on how to do that. All right, this is someone's personal reading. Okay, this is their reading. It is their personal secret code name. But if you were drawn to it or resonate to it in divine time, there is most likely a message in here for you. If you would ever like your own secret code name, your personal secret code name reading, you can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description. You can book them there. You can also find other really cool merch that I have designed myself. Today I'm rocking Goddess Kali because she is the destroyer of the destroyers, right? She is the goddess that destroys the demons or the shadows, and that is exactly what we're doing today. That is exactly what we are doing today. So I'm using my Icarus Tarot for the overall general theme. I'm using my Hermetic Tarot for the insights, and then I'm using my Universe Has Your Back deck for guidance at the end. This is secret code name Oogie Boogie. So, just like from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and he's an interesting character. If you look up Oogie Boogie as a character on Google, it's interesting how he is described in his role in the film, and I think it will give you some interesting insight into the reading itself. So I recommend taking a look. All right, so here we go. What is the theme, Spirit, please, for secret codename Oogie Boogie with this new moon in Aries, helping them remake themselves in their highest good, right? What is the overall theme of the healing that is being moved through? Ooh. We've got greed. We've got greed. This is a special major arcana to this deck, okay? It is not a traditional tarot arcana, but when greed comes out, it's card number 23. This is having to learn a lesson in what is essentially breaking the ego and what you think you deserve and earn, okay? Because even if you're correct, the way you're going about it might be incorrect, or the way you're choosing to receive it might not be in your highest alignment, okay? You want more than your highest good path allows for in the moment, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to just be with money, although obviously with the way this card is drawn, money could be a huge factor. It could be greed as far as reciprocal emotions. It could be greed as far as reciprocal appreciation, feeling like demanding or that you deserve and or are worth whatever, trying to hold on to something that is technically not yours. I mean, when we get into things that are healing over the course of lifetimes, you may or may not be as entitled to what you think you deserve as you think, right? Because you might have owed someone from a previous lifetime, and so you think you deserve it now, when the reality is, you know, spirit would have you understand or recognize that maybe you don't, and you can only actually receive the return what you feel you deserve when you let go of the way you're trying to receive it, right? I'll actually read it. I'll read some from the book for you, being it's a special arcana to this deck. All right, so greed. It says overindulgence, unhealthy ambition, or hurtful want. Greed is not just the desire for money or the pursuit of wealth. It points instead to deeper longings, a hole in your heart that you try to fill with an unhealthy substitute, It's the sin and chain that binds you, or worse, that you use to justify the enslavement with expectations of others. Greed is rarely good or positive, but it is not unnatural. We often covet what others have. We grow disenchanted with the blessings we have been given, or even with our own achievements. We believe we must take what we don't have, even at the expense of others. We feel entitled to more that the universe owes us, when in fact the balance instead may be the other way around. This card is also a reminder to temper your ambitions with wisdom and compassion, to remind yourself that money, power, sex, whatever desire you may be pursuing, may not be what you really want. When confronted, greed can be a window into what your soul truly needs. When it's indulged, greed can lead you back to the same pitfall over and over. Temper your desires with compassion and empathy for yourself. Exercise self-restraint. Remember with gratitude how far you have come in your own journey. Cultivate generosity so you can direct your good energy back into the universe instead of focusing on taking and what is owed. Okay? That's greed. In the pursuit of taking what we feel is owed, in the pursuit of taking or maintaining what we don't want others to have, right? That it's ours, and especially if it's not actually in alignment because it doesn't feel good to hold on to it. This is the theme of what is healing that needs to be undone so that you can remake yourself in your highest light, right? So let's get some insight, please, Spirit. Let's get some insight. What is the current pattern? What is the current pattern of self? What is the current pattern of self? For secret codename Oogie Boogie. And those who would be drawn to it in divine time. What else? The current pattern of behavior that needs shifting, right? The current pattern of self. Okay. And what is the new pattern that needs to be embraced in order to remake the self in the highest good? What is the new pattern of self, please? What is the new pattern? What else? Eight of Pentacles is on the bottom. This requires effort. King of Swords is on the top, and higher perspective is the primary focus, right? Seeing the higher reason behind things. So with the current pattern that needs shifting, we have the Two of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Tower. So this is feeling like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, like you have no choice, when in fact you do. You're choosing not to see, right? Because the Two of Swords in traditional Rider-Waite, they're blindfolded, right? And the swords are crossed, meaning I have no choice, I have no option. It's crossed or blocked off, right? The self is blocked off with excuses and or reasons for XYZ, and they're refusing to see. So you do have options, you do have choices, you just don't want to see them, right? You just don't want to unblock yourself, put your swords down, and take the blindfold off to see, right? This is about you being in a state of blocking and choosing not to see, all right? Saying you have no options or no choice when you absolutely do. The Seven of Swords represents a lie to the self. Okay, the Seven of Swords is sometimes seen as a thief or a liar. So not that you are a thief or a liar or whatever, but when you have the greed card come out and you're going after things that you feel you are entitled to, like, who are you really robbing your energy? Who is really being robbed of your highest light? Because it's not whoever you're trying to take it from, right? Or have reciprocate to you. It's someone else, right? There's always someone who is positively aligned or good or who matters that is being negated when we lie to the self and we're telling ourselves that something matters when something doesn't, because something else really matters and it's not being seen, right? And the Tower, the current behavior might be that you are explosive or constantly having yourself your expectations not met, or you're constantly being let down, or that your ego is constantly being humbled because you think if you keep doing things a certain way, it'll shift. But if you keep doing certain things a certain way and it's not shifting, then you're constantly dealing with Tower moments, right? You're constantly being humbled because everything you think or believe should be a certain way, it is not that way. And so the universe is giving you Tower after Tower after Tower. There's Spirit saying, like, I know you believe this, but you're wrong. I know you feel this, but it's incorrect, right? It's not aligned. Your ego, right? The Tower is a major ego check. So the current pattern, you feel like you have no choice and you're lying to the self and then wondering why Spirit keeps saying, no, this is not the path. No, it's not working out for a reason. No, it's not ideal for a reason. Why are you consistently saying you have no choice and must continue lying to yourself when you have choices? Right? Spirit's asking you to please see the higher perspective and make a conscious effort with the Eight of Pentacles on bottom to free yourself and heal your own mental prisons. Literally, the Eight of Swords and the Star under that and the Magician. Like, you've got to be able to free yourself from your own mental prisons. Straight up. The best course of action in order to remake the self in the highest light. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of independence. Due diligence with the independence of the self. This is a pre-Queen of Coins, pre-Empress card. This is the very beginning stages of that energetic alignment. But it starts with independence and is commonly known as a single lady card, right? It is commonly known as a single person. So you may need to absolutely free yourself from toxicity because you believe whatever is owed to you, or you don't want to lose out on something that you've been planning on. And Spirit's like, yeah, but maybe I have better plans for you than what you're planning. Maybe I have a better vision for you than what you've envisioned, right? Maybe it's more peaceful. Maybe it's more calm. Maybe it's more abundant. You don't know if you keep going after something that's not technically energetically meant for you, which is why you're getting towers, right? Constant towers. The Three of Pentacles with the Emperor card. This is about a full-blown commitment and passion contracted to the self, that you are your divine masculine. You are your Emperor energy. You are the creator of your reality. If you're dealing with towers and you're dealing with upset or feeling like people are deceitful, right, with the Seven of Swords, then you really gotta say, why am I surrounding myself with this mirror? If people are stealing my energy, if they're not giving me what I deserve, if they're lying to me or deceiving me in some which way, shape, or form, and they're taking my energy, how are you then doing it to yourself? By choosing it every day. And Spirit will continue to humble you every day. And you can repeat in the same pattern. But Spirit is legitimately asking you to please look to the choice, right? You say you have no choice. This is your reality, and you're in this energetic mental drain, right? Mental prison. Please consider being on your own and contract yourself, commit yourself to being your own divine masculine, your own protector and provider. The Emperor is the ultimate protector and the ultimate provider. That's the Emperor's energy. And when he provides for himself and protects himself and his energy and maintains his highest alignment, he is best serving everybody else who's under him. Everybody else who looks up to him for protection, looks up to him to consider them. You're your own masculine. Spirit said, please consider this choice, right? Because this is the one you're not willing to see. This is the option that you're not willing to see. All right. What's the guidance, please, Spirit? When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Focus on your inner light. Masculine energy, Emperor, that's yang energy. I mean, that is the light. Your highest good, when you focus on your highest good, everything that Spirit wants for you has a chance to become clear. Focus on your inner light. Focus on your inner capability. Think about what this card said when it says, you know, see how far you've come. Like, hold gratitude for all that you've been able to create in your own life, your own abundance, your own blessings that are self-made. That's the whole point of this reading. Spirit's telling you, you're better than this. You're better than this energy. You're better than receiving this energy back from your experience where you feel people are lying or deceiving or putting you between a rock and a hard place, taking your options away, because their behavior is going to shift your reality to where you run out of options. You are forced into the reality that they've created for you because you decided to stay stuck. It creates major tower moments. All right? When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. You want to shift your life. You want to shift the kinds of outcomes in these readings that you receive outright or in divine time, right? If you resonated to this. You want to shift the kind of energetic flow that Spirit is communicating to you. Please understand you have options and that maybe you are very much so better off independent right now. And that you are fully capable. Like 100% fully capable. And everything you think you're after, you can let it go because Spirit has better. It would love to show you. Right? Calling in Goddess Kali to destroy our fucking demons and shadows today. Like, let's knock these demons out, shall we? Let's knock them the fuck out. Because we can let our demons control our life, or we can truly take control of our life in our light. This is our free will choice to make, okay? Everything is divine. Yes, we can choose everything of our own free will, but the divine never gives up. Never gives up. That's why readings like this happen. The divine hasn't given up. And it would prefer if you didn't either, because this is Two of Swords. It's like, I surrender, I have no choice, I'm stuck, I surrender in defeat. Spirit's like, but defeat, it doesn't have to be an option. You can have victory, like major victory here. Just requires some effort. The effort of getting out of your own mental prisons and healing, recreating your joy, creating your fortune, claiming the victory right there. Queen of Pentacles, right? Judgment, justice, all under this. Like, please trust. Please trust. It's not all wasted if you learn this lesson, if you defeat this shadow, this demon. It's the whole point. The lesson, defeating the shadow, like stomping all over it. It's the whole reason why we're here. I do have faith this will help you in divine time. All right, I love you. I love you. I'm here, okay? Until next time, guys. Love each other, but most importantly, like, love yourself. Take care.